Alright, today we're going to be doing a repair on a dryer. This is a Whirlpool dryer that is no longer heating. Alright, the first thing we need to do is unplug the dryer. Make sure that you have no power going to the dryer so we don't do anything we regret. Then we're going to take a 1/4-inch nut driver, usually it's 1/4 inch, could be 5/16 nut driver, and pull off the back of the dryer. Be careful on this not to cut yourself. These are sharp. Pressed metal can be pretty sharp. Alright, looking at the back of the machine now that it's open, the easiest way, or the most common thing to fail on these are these switches. There's basically a bunch of switches that control the machine. If it gets too hot, they would open and the switch would say stop heating or stop running or whatever. These switches back here, there's a handful of them. They're very cheap. And you can test them just testing for continuity. So if I touch these together, it'll beep at me, right? It's a typical meter and setting on continuity. And coming across this switch right here, right? We have continuity, meaning the switch is working. My little girl's getting in the way. She likes to help. Ah! This last one is the heating element. You look right here, there's a switch in there, but there's also heating element. And they don't have to have a switch right there, but basically across these main lines, they're sending power to the coil or the heating element that's tucked up inside here. That's acts like a filament for like a light bulb if you heat that up and it glows. And so testing across here, again, testing for continuity. And in this case, you don't have it. You can remove these leads, test for resistance, looking at how many ohms across here we have, which we have 0, suggesting that it's broken. Typically, you'd expect a value between 8 and 15, depending on your dryer. So we're going to take this apart, and I would expect to find a broken heating element. We'll dive into it. All right, here's the heating element. Testing continuity again from here, coming to here, right? We have continuity the whole way. We can just work our way down this thing, and right here we lose it. And I was moving this around and I saw, there it is, that is our break. And actually, if you look closely, this broke and it left a mark on the other side, the other coil over here, suggesting that these were touching each other from either the dryer shaking or something like that, and that's more than likely the reason why it broke. So as you're installing the new one of these, you want to make sure these coils are not touching each other, that there's enough space between them so they're not vibrating and rubbing on each other so that they would break like that one. All right, I ordered the new heating element from Amazon. See how those coils look nice and brand new. There's the switch on this side right here. If yours doesn't come with that switch, you may need to just click in either the old one if it's working, or it may come with a switch with some wiring or whatever it is, and just make sure it's configured so that the heating element, which is coming out right here, goes through a switch, and you're actually going to hook up here and here. So the switch is part of this circuit. Once again, I set my meter on continuity, and first thing I'll test is just the heating element. So across here to here, you can hear that. I can test this switch right here, here to here. Switch is working, and obviously heating element and the switch together working. So I'll go ahead and install this back on the machine, and we should have a heating dryer. wires again. And just to be sure we didn't break anything putting it on, still good everywhere. Okay. All right, next we're gonna plug it back in and see if we have hot air. Start running. And it is blowing warm. You can smell those coils heating up. That's normal. You definitely have hot air coming out. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe below, and I'll see you next time.